We've talked about solving systems of equations, and with a system with two linear equations, what usually happens is you have two lines, and the intersection point of those lines is your solution. So usually there's one solution. I want to talk about a couple of cases that it results in something different. An inconsistent system, which is parallel lines, and a dependent system, which is two of the same lines. So let's look at this one. Y equals 2x plus 3. And y equals 2x minus 6. You can see that these lines are parallel, and therefore will never cross. That means that there will never be a point that's on both of those lines at the same time, or there will never be a point where you can plug in numbers for x and y and make both of these equations true at the same time. So when you have parallel lines, we call that an inconsistent system. In this case, there would be no solution. The other thing that can happen is you can actually have two of the same line. So this system contains two of the exact same line. Since it's the same line, every spot on this line satisfies both equations. Therefore, there's many solutions to this, an infinite number. Anything on this line is a solution. We call this a dependent system. A dependent system has many solutions. Now, you won't often see it where you just have two of the very exact same system. It'll look more like this. Y equals negative 2x plus 4. That's easy enough to graph. Now, how would you graph this one? Well, it's in standard form. So to graph it, I'd have to use my algebra to change it into slope-intercept form. And when I do that, once it's in slope-intercept form, what do I notice? Well, I have the exact same line. These two equations, even though they look different, are actually the exact same line. So this is a dependent system. And there are many solutions, infinitely many. Anything on this line is a solution. So here's how I show it in class. There are three ways that you can have solutions to two linear equations that make a system. One, they can cross somewhere and there will be one solution, that point of intersection. Two, you can have parallel lines. They'll never cross. That's called an inconsistent system, and there's no solution. Or you can have two lines that are actually the same line. We call it a dependent system, and that has many solutions. Any place on this line will be a solution.